What is going on, everybody on YouTube? Griffin here, coming back to you guys with another quick video. And first and foremost, happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there grinding, getting it done for you and your loved ones. If you're new to me and new to the channel, if you don't know about like me and my journey, all that good stuff, I'm the owner of Preferred Pest Management in the Dallas, Texas area. We've been in business for now about 3 years, started in 2020. And I just literally go through on this channel documenting my journey, not just in the pest control industry, but just my journey of, just achieving financial freedom, personal excellence, all that good stuff, things that work for me, things that don't work for me. And right now our main season is the pest control business that we're growing. We grew that company to a six-figure company the first year in business. We've been, just kind of chugging right along recently, starting to, have that excess money to continue to grow and expand, all that good stuff. And right now we are running a, I'm trying to limit it to about a 10-part series. This is part 7 already of this series, called Things That I Wish I Knew when I started my pest control company. And with that, we'll just get right into this topic of number 7 of that, which is Google Ads. And when it comes to Google Ads, and not just Google Ads, but I'm going to use Google Ads specifically in this example because that is what, most pest control companies, service companies are going to be using in terms of advertising to look to, grow your business and gain more clients. And the main lesson when it comes to Google Ads, it might even be kind of like 2 or 3 lessons, but the main lesson being, out of all the little lessons, you guys know we have a Google Ads series as well about how I, walk you through creating a Google ad, setting it up, letting it kind of progress and do its thing. The main lesson from that is not running a smart campaign within Google Ads. So Google Ads, whenever you're in there setting it up, they will by default, especially if you're doing it on your phone, which I do not suggest setting a campaign up on the app. I only like using the app to kind of see my instant, day-to-day analytics personally. I do like that you can go in there and add negative keywords relatively easy and all that good stuff as well. But for setting up your campaign, do it on the laptop and do not do the smart campaign. Create the campaign yourself. Usually a lot of times you're not even going to want to like set a specific goal necessarily. Like I said, we have a whole series on the actual setup and everything, but the main thing is not using the smart campaign, because I, even in that series mentioned, I think it should be called a dumb campaign, because all it is a waste of money, and all it does is make Google money ultimately. It doesn't help us whatsoever. I've ran multiple smart campaigns, absolutely no success whatsoever with those smart campaigns. The best success that I've had is literally setting up a campaign myself, setting it up, with a smaller budget early on, usually between $10 to $25 a day. And then once Google kind of learns the ad, you got your negative keywords in place, your keywords in place, and Google has about a week, roughly, sometimes 2 if you're newer to Google Ads and stuff, a week or 2 of like a learning phase. Once you and Google are kind of gelling together, then the ad is going to start performing better. You can add, increase your budget as you wish on that ad, because of course, once you start having a couple calls rolling in, you're going to have more confidence that what you're doing is working, and you're probably going to get a couple sales out of it, so then you can reinvest into that ad and expand your ad budget to $50 to $100 a day, which in all honesty, at least in my in the pest control industry in the Dallas, Texas area, I would say at the bare minimum you probably need to be willing to spend at least $50, if not even $100 a day. You could do more, obviously, if you wanted to. It's not limited or anything, but to really get the maximum out of a pest control ad on Google, you need to try to get that to probably, regardless of where you're at, I would say a minimum $50 a day. That's not to say, again, when we start off a new campaign, we always like to start it off right around $20 a day. You don't want to do too low, like $5, $10. That's just going to drag out that learning phase. Part of it is, you got to pay to you got to pay to play. ultimately. So it's going to be a little bit of money up front. You know, expect at least probably your first $100, maybe even $100 to $300 to be quote unquote wasted. I try to look at it from, you know, that glass half full side of things. Like, if nothing else, it's a write-off for the company, and ultimately, you know, I compare it to like putting money into education, for example, right? You know, for us to learn something, it usually costs money, regardless if it's your time, whatever the case may be. Time is money, money is money, whatever. Same thing with Google learning my ad. You know, it's going to cost me a little bit of money to get that ad going, but once we get that ad going, I can always pause that campaign and, you know, say, like we do this, we've had our campaign paused for probably about 2 months now because we just had a lot of stuff with moving, a baby, and this and that and the other. Just had to kind of put that on the back burner, but we already went through the learning phase. That ad has gotten us, you know, probably just off the top of my head, at least 5 to 10 new clients on top of that. So whenever we're ready to fire that ad back up, is there some minor tweaks we may need to make? You know, sure, the market's always changing and stuff, different, you know, search terms and stuff may pop up here and there, but overall, once you get through that learning phase, you know, you're going to want to keep that ad forever, which I guess would kind of be, you know, the part 2 that I was referring to, is whenever you do finally get through the learning phase of Google Ads, do not delete the ad. You know, you go ahead, pause it. Pausing is a great feature on there. You don't have to go in there and stop it, delete it, anything like that. Just go in there and pause it, and, you know, if nothing else, rename the ad like, this is our best ad that is, you know, through, or not even necessarily like, this is our best ad, just say completed learning phase. You know, whatever, you know, you have your general title, say for example, spring summer 23 campaign. Then you can put in parentheses through learning phase. Like, that way, you know, okay, yeah, we've already ran this through the learning phase. It should be doing pretty good. We want to go ahead and fire this campaign back up. And then it's like, you know, you don't have to go through all that work and then the time and all that stuff again. So hopefully that, you know, quick couple tips in there, you know, will help you in your pest control business, specifically on running Google Ads for your pest control business. Those same concepts too. It's not just, like I said, for pest control business owners only. I know most of you all watching are either pest control business owners or just entrepreneurs in general. If you own any type of business really that runs Google Ads, the same thing is going to apply primarily in terms of, you know, you're not going to want to run those smart campaigns, and, you know, you're just going to want to, you know, give those ads time for Google to learn, you know, what, you know, goes into your ad. We could also get into the whole optimization score BS, different topic for a different day. We have talked about that in our Google Ads series. I'll try to remember to link it, you know, as a card in this video at some point, or maybe even in the description box, where you all can, you know, go straight to that playlist and check it out if you all want to see any of those videos on Google Ads specifically. But like I said, hopefully you guys did learn a few things. If you did, definitely make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Lets me know that you guys appreciate this content and like what we're, you know, doing here on the channel. And of course, if you have any questions or ideas for me to do videos and, you know, give my input on for you guys in terms of starting and growing your pest control company in 2023 and beyond, just leave it in the comments, or you can reach out to me directly through, you know, our Discord group chat or our Facebook group. Both of those are totally free, and links for those are in the description box as well. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button below and hit the bell icon. That way you won't miss any future videos or content from the channel. We try to post pretty much every day, if not every couple days, and then we try to go live at least once a week for you guys on average. Usually we'd be going live today, but with it being Father's Day and all, I got a late start to my day. I kind of slept in, was lazy for once for a little bit, and got a dinner that I got to hurry up and get ready to go to as well. So not doing a live stream this week, but we're going to be doing one this upcoming week as well. So if you don't want to miss that, be sure to subscribe. We do have a podcast as well, if you're, you know, somebody likes to listen to podcasts more instead. But hopefully you guys are having a great weekend. Like I said, happy Father's Day again to all you fathers out there, and keep on grinding, going out there and getting the life that you and your family deserve, the reason we celebrate today ultimately. And then I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy, guys.